Blah 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 blah.
We need to talk about this. This.
Oh yeah.
Now I have to clean that shit up. Oh, we're making butter.
Like so effortlessly messy, right?
Let's do this.
All right, let's start with the basic sweet cream butter. We are starting off with 4 cups of the least processed cream you could find. Try like a farmer's market, co-op, maybe a super expensive bougie local grocer like what I did. I don't know, maybe live your life on a farm and you have access to fresh AF cream. Don't know your life, but get the good shit, okay? You need a stand mixer unless you feel like working out, then go ahead, shake your fancy ass cream in a mason jar, you buff colonial. Pour your cream into the bowl with a whisk attachment. Do yourself a favor by grabbing a kitchen towel to cover it up, or you're gonna get a bunch of white splatters everywhere and you might look like a Lana Rose video. Let's turn our flux capacitor up all the way to 88 and walk away. After a few minutes of your stand mixer working its little booty off, we're gonna get to the first stage, my personal favorite, the soft whipped cream stage. Oh, okay. Whew, let's get back on track. Now that I'm back in this dimension in reality, let's continue on and turn that baby back on a high speed. We're going to get to a hard whipping stage. Pause for a moment, scrape down the sides of the bowl, continue on. You'll think it will never happen, and then it does. So you get something that kind of looks like butter, but it's super sloshy and weird. And you think you overmix, it looks broken, but that's exactly what you want. That sloshy liquid is buttermilk. And them globules, those gorgeous fatty globules, are butter. You did it, you glorious bastards. Let's strain this beautiful concoction, squeeze out all of that buttermilk through a cheesecloth. And then we do need to go one step further and mush this butter in some ice water to really press out any of that last bit of buttermilk, because the buttermilk will go rancid before the butter does, and we don't want that. Repeat this process a few more times until your buttermilk is completely washed away. Once your water is running clear, form your butter into a little brick, a little square shaped thingy, wrap it up in wax paper, parchment paper, store this homemade butter for up to 2 weeks. Or what we're going to do is move along and make whipped butter since the butter is already in a softened state. Put that in the mixer, whip it up a little bit. We're going to add a tablespoon of whole milk. This will get it loosey, goosey, and juicy, and we'll get a beautiful whipped butter. Scrape the sides of the bowl, go back to mixing it on high, and we're going to get some whipped butter in like 30 seconds. It's glorious. You can add different flavors. Later on, I'll show you. I'm going to put a little bit of truffle honey and flakey salt. Scoop it into a bowl and store it in the fridge. Moving right along, let's make cultured butter. Ooh, baby. Okay, so we're going to start with some raw cream and raw cultured kefir. Emphasis on that culture, baby. You could use buttermilk in this case as well, but that culture is also going to give us that sexy, tangy, full of flavor butter that we're looking for. We'll follow a general 8-to-1 ratio of the cream and kefir. So we'll do 2 cups of the raw cream to 1/4 cup of the cultured kefir. Mix with a wooden spoon till it's well combined. Cover it with a cheesecloth. We want this to air out and sit on the counter for 24 hours. And this cheesecloth is going to allow it to breathe, but prevent any weird debris from coming into contact with this deliciousness. So set aside 24 hours. So we're going to take this cheesecloth off, and you're going to realize it smells funky. It's a little sour, and that's exactly what we want. So let's get this soured cream. It's a little thicker from that culture. It's exactly what we want. We're gonna put in that mixer and we're gonna repeat that exact same process we did earlier when we were making that fresh sweet cream butter just a moment ago. Look at that. Oh, beautiful globules. It's amazing. I love this. Something to note. This was sitting out for 24 hours, so your butter will be a lot softer than when you're making the sweet cream butter with kind of like that cold cream from the fridge. So just food for thought when you are squeezing this and putting it in the ice water. It's much more malleable. So it's not a big deal. It's not. Don't freak out. Just notice that it's much softer, so it's a bit more delicate. Be sweet. Be gentle. Nurture her. She loves you. Oh! We added like a little bit less than a tablespoon of salt to our cultured butter, and we're gonna mix it in because it is really soft, like I said. So it's gonna be delicious and easy to mix that salt. Put it into that bowl, set it aside. Boom, baby, here we go. Oh, it's so good. I put it on some fresh sourdough, fresh cracked pepper on that. Tastes like cheese. So good. Whoa, what am I doing here? Okay. I forgot what I did here. What did I do here? Oh God, Mayday. I remember. We're making the brown butter emulsion. My dumbass is just... Okay. Anyway, put your half a block of butter into a pan on high. Don't walk away. Once it foams up twice and you'll see those brown little crystallizations, you got yourself some brown butter. So don't walk away. It happens real fast and it's going to make a delicious caramelized tasting butter. And we're going to... Hi, Frank. Okay, so we're going to put it in a blender, put it on high, and we're going to... Careful, it's hot. Careful. We're going to add a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar and then a tablespoon of salt. Blend it up, pour it into a bowl, and we're going to put it into the fridge again to solidify. Don't hate me. Okay, so I'm making you all... Well, not making you do anything, but I've told you to make your own butters. But let's go one step further and let's rocher our homemade butters. Ooh! All right. Let's play some sexy music.
We can flex by making our own butter, but butter is far superior. Stop buying margarine, start buying butter, and if you want to go that extra mile, start making your own butter. So, butter is sexy. That's it. See you later. Oh, I forgot my apron. I took my apron off.
Are you eating that? Are you eating this?